Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to today's math lesson. But before we begin, I'd like you to make sure you have the following materials: math workbook, a pencil, whiteboard, and a marker. If you need to go and get those, get them now and then return with your things. Okay, so today's lesson for Chapter 7, Lesson 2 is problem solving, and our strategy that we are working on today is to make a table. And our essential question that we are also working to gather answers for is, how do I make and read graphs? So let's get started with our first little quick check here. Okay, so right here they would like you to practice drawing tally marks to show each number. Okay, so I will work on one of them with you, and then the others I'd like you to practice on your own and ask an adult or your adult helper to check them for you. Okay, so right here, number 7. So remember, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember the fifth one takes a fall. So 5, and then 6, 7. Okay, so you can pause the video here and continue practicing the other ones, and then just ask someone at home to check them for you. Okay? All right. You can pause and continue when you are done. Okay, so the next thing we are going to practice here is a look at our chart, and here it says, what is your favorite color? And the color choices were red, blue, and purple. And there are the tally marks and the totals. They would like you to look at the chart and then answer the question based on the chart. And the practice here says, how many students chose purple? Pause and solve and choose your answer. And 5 people chose purple. Okay, good job. All right, so today's we're learning a strategy, and I will read it to you. Kimmy buys a t-shirt. It has a stripe on each sleeve. It has 4 words and a picture on it. Which shirt did she buy? So the steps are, we're going to understand. We underline what you know and circle what you need to find. Okay, so right here, they have done it on this. All right, so now they're showing you based on, they're describing the shirts. Shirt number 1, and then they have it set up as picture, words, or stripe, because those are different things that we have to find out. So let's do this. So shirt number 1, right here, does it have a picture? No. Does it have any words? Only 1. And does it have stripe? Yes. Number 2, does it have a picture? Yes. Does it have words? Yes, it does. In fact, it has 4. And does it have stripes? Right there on each sleeve. Remember, they want a stripe on each sleeve. Number 3, is there a picture? Yes. Does it have words? Yes, it has 2. And does it have a stripe on each sleeve? No. So now we have to look, and I know we do have this circled here, but I want you to check and see. So it has a stripe on each sleeve. Yes. It has 4 words. Yes. And a picture. And that is why they circled this one as she bought shirt number 2. And then, does that seem reasonable? Does that seem to follow along with what they asked us to check? Yes, it does, because it has all of the items they said was on the shirt, so it is reasonable. Okay, whoops. All right, I'm just going to go right to the next one. A first grade class collects 11 cans. A second grade class collects 5 cans. Now, I went to this first because it does say underline. So right there, it shows that it's underlined. And then, how many more cans did the first grade class collect? Now, Your words may be set up differently, okay, but just make sure you underline both sentences and then circle the question for what we need to find out. So now the plan, how will I solve the problem? Well, you can make a chart, okay? So here, they're making a chart, all right? So the grade and how many cans were collected. All right, so I'm not going to underline it again since we saw it underlined on the previous slide. All right, how many cans did first grade collect? Well, they collected 11. So I'm just going to print 11 right here, okay? How many cans did second grade collect? 5. Okay. Now they want us to figure out how many more cans did the first grade class collect. Well, as we can see, there's a subtraction sentence here. So which number would we begin with? That's right, the largest one, which is 11. And then we have to take away how many second grade collected. Okay. All right, so if you would like to pause and solve this subtraction number sentence and then come back, and we'll see what the answer is. Second grade, or I should say first grade, collected 6 more cans than second grade. I almost said second grade collected 6 fewer cans, which is the same math problem, but that's not the answer they wanted us to give. They want to know how many more cans did first grade collect, and they collected 6 more, okay? We'll continue working on this, all right? Sometimes I think all the words make it sound more confusing. All right, now let's see. There they go. All right, and the answer is reasonable because one group had 11, one had 5, and we do know that 5 plus 6 equals 11. So that's a related fact to what we did as part of our answering strategy. Okay, now we're going to apply it. So what I would like you to do, I'm going to explain it to you, then you're going to pause and you're going to complete this table and the questions and then come back and check it. They would like you to count the animals and make a table. Now the animals are chicken, dog, and cow, and they want to know how many are of each. Now my suggestion to you, and I know you can see these pretty clearly, but as you count, make a little mark so you know you won't count it again. Okay? After you have completed the table, they want to know how many more cows than dogs are there. Okay? And then number 3, how many animals are there in all? All right. So pause, and the first thing to do is fill up your chart. All right. Pause now, and then come back. Okay. So chickens, there were 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to print 8 right here on my chart. Okay. How many dogs do you see? Just the one. And then how many cows? That's right, 4. Now, the answer, how many more cows than dogs are there? How many more? That's right, there's 3. Because 4 minus 1 equals 3 more cows. How many animals are there in all? Now, this is adding all of your numbers. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 4, 13 animals in all. Now, yes, I know you could count all of these here, all right, but you need to get used to using our chart. If you want to count the animals to check the answer, by all means, but I would first work with the digits that we have here, okay? All right, so pause this if you would like to continue or check some of your answers. Otherwise, let's continue. Okay. Raul, Sophia, and Leah each have a pet. The pets are a bird, a snake, and a cat. All right, so there's the pets. Sophia's pet has 2 legs. Raul's pet has 0 legs. And Leah's pet has 4 legs. Okay, so they're giving us, I love it, it's like a mystery. Okay, so the best thing to do first is, how many legs does Raul's pet have? Well, let's look. Raul's pet has 0 legs. Right, so we're going to put 0. How many legs does Sophia's pet has? Right, 2. Very good. And how many legs does Leah's pet have? 4. Okay, so right there, that's a good start. Now, let's look at the pets. The pets are a bird. How many legs does a bird have? 2. That's right. So here, you're going to print the word bird. Okay? All right. How many legs does, let's see, Raul's pet has 0. Well, what type of pet has 0 legs? That's right, the snake. Ooh, okay, snake. Good. All right. Now, this one, it's pretty easy. We went through the rest. Figure out what pet Leah has. Look back in here. And then the answer is whose pet is a bird. So you have to print one of the children's names here. So pause, finish the pet, and who has the pet bird. And then come back and check your answer. Okay, Raoul's is the snake, Sophia's is the bird, Leah's is the cat. Okay, whose pet is the bird? Sophia. Okay. All right, so we have some review now. Now, when you need to solve something, you actually have a few options on how to what strategy to use. You can make a table. You could write a number, sentence, or you could draw a diagram. So let's read this so we can work on that. There are 3 plates. Each plate has 2 carrots. How many carrots are there in all? So you can make a choice as to which strategy, all right, and then find work on the answer and find the answer and come back and see. There are 3 plates. Each plate has 2 carrots. How many carrots in all? Pause and solve. 6 carrots. Okay. All right, number 6. Owen ate 10 oranges. Quinn ate 2 oranges. How many more oranges did Owen eat than Quinn? All right, choose your strategy and come back to check your answer. The answer is 8. That could have just been a number sentence that you used to help solve it. All right. Number 7, there are 3 maple trees. There are 5 oak trees. There are 8 redwood trees. How many oak and maple trees are there all together? Right now, be careful. Remember, oak and maple. Pause and solve. And the answer is 8 trees. Okay. All right, so if you'd like some practice, you can work on that homework page. Otherwise, boys and girls, all right, remember, save any questions that you have with the work that you've done today, and I will see you in our math group. Good job.